Hi, my name is Jacqui-Lee Pryce and welcome to Shadowboxruk. Hi and welcome to Mongan from Olympic BC. How you doing?
Yeah, good, Jackie, thank you.
Nice to see you and congratulations on another win.
Yeah, it was a great night, fantastic performances from Gabriel, and he's the National League Champion of Ireland.
Fantastic. 75 kilos as well, isn't it?
Middleweight, yeah, 75.
So all that hard work really has paid off, hasn't it?
I suppose it was an accumulation of hard work beginning from I suppose last May when we drew up our plans and said what we were going to and what we were entering, and we ticked them off. We started with Harringay Box Cup, and from there we went to Monkstown, and from there we went to Eindhoven, and at Harringay and Eindhoven he got best boxer, and we started rolling from there and started gathering a bit of momentum, and we won the national intermediate championships, and followed that up by defending his national under 22 title, and lo and behold, we're here now and he's National League Champion, and he's done the triple. He's won 3 national titles in the 1 year, and he's on the second ever boxer to do it for Olympic BC after Francie Barrett, who won 3 national titles in the 1 year in 1996, and he went on to represent Ireland at the Atlanta Olympic Games. So I hope it's a good omen.
I mean, a really nice long list of honours, and with each bout that I've seen, especially, Gabriel just seems to be growing in confidence.
Yeah, it's I suppose so. Yeah, it's just settling in and finding his style. He knows his style, but he just settling himself at this age group, and can't forget he's only 19. Yeah. So he's settling into men's boxing. It's his second year really boxing against the men. Last year being under 22s, and he stepped up in weight class to 75 in under 22s, and he got to the European under 22 quarter final. Yeah. I think he was beaten on experience and strength and all that, but he's definitely developed in the last year, and he's finding his own now.
One thing I have noticed is you produce fantastic technical boxers. That's obviously something that's very important at Olympic BC.
It is. It's important to myself. It's important to the club. I say we've not sounding arrogant. I say we've developed that sort of style. That's what we're about. I like a good technical boxer. Don't get me wrong. We have our fair share of fighters and brawlers and rough and tumble, but I like to instill a bit of technicality in these boxers, and mixed with a bit of aggression. But technical was always been my strong kind of coaching wise.
Most definitely, because like I say, when you came to the Harringay Box Cup, which is where I first met you, that's one of the first things that I noticed, and actually that was something that a lot of other teams were talking about, how technically elite you guys were. So I mean, that's a great thing. And coming back to Gabriel, fantastic first round in terms of the timing and then the knockdown.
Yeah, it took him half the round, or it took him a minute to settle into the bout. I don't think it was the occasion. It was just Emmett Brennan is a good lad, and he made it difficult at the start, and I felt it was touch and go right until the knockdown, and the shot came, and I could nearly see it coming, and I called out for the scoring punch, and thankfully it came off, and he landed at the right time, and that changed the whole bout. And we went on, and he cruised through that end of the round, and second round he went on, and third round, and the rest is history.
I mean, what I will say is I think that their styles slightly clashed. I think he was a tricky customer. Yeah,
I certainly did. It was the southpaw orthodox style, and don't get me wrong, he's an experienced man. He's 27. He's the 2017 national elite middleweight champion. He's a former under 22 champion, former intermediate champion. So this guy's been around the block. The styles clashed a little bit, but once Gabriel found his rhythm, and after the knockdown, and I suppose scoring with his jab, his jab is he's an asset, if you like, he's jab to head, he's jab to the body, he's the same time himself. All round is good performance, and 3 good performances.
And then, of course, the last round he was really enjoying himself. Didn't you get told off for showboating a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit, when he rolled out, and I suppose before the bout I told him, make sure the first 2 rounds and enjoy yourself a bit in the last round, and I suppose that's what
I mean, and also, you guys have really worked hard to get there. I think that once, you've kind of performed in the first couple of rounds and you've got it in the bag, that's not to say that sometimes things can happen, but we kind of knew by then, did we not?
Yeah, but you kind of knew. Well, in that particular bout, I kind of knew, but sure to be sure, you have to win. You have to win every round. You've not got nothing until your hand is raised. You
two have an amazing relationship, and normally you see a lot of coaches sort of barking orders, screaming, shouting, etc. You're quite a mild-mannered coach.
Sometimes.
But beautiful relationship between the two of you. Has it always been the case?
Well, he came in when he was 15, and at the very start I told him that I wasn't going to change his boxing. He's done a couple of different clubs before that. I did tell him I was going to tweak him, and it developed. But I like to form some sort of relationship with my fighters. It's that trust. They fully trust me, and I trust them to do what they're supposed to do. And I think it's important. Gabriel, at the end of the day, we are friends. It's the same way with our 2017 elite champion Pat Mongan. We're extremely close as well. We're related, but we're extremely close. But Gabriel, we have that relationship. We have a relationship of boxer and coach. I tell him off when he needs to be told off. We can go out, and when we go out, we can socialise. But when it boils down to it, I trust him and he trusts me, and it works. And I like to speak to him. I like to hear his point of view. I like to hear his ambitions, his thoughts, what he'd like to do. It gives me an insight into my fighters and what I can tweak and change in training and sparring and pad work and etc.
And it really does show. I mean, I saw you giving him a little pep talk just before we went into the ring, and again, for me, someone who is a coach, a qualified coach, and have been in your position, you can tell that all the work's been done. All the work's been done in the gym.
Well, for me, it was always important because when I was a boxer, I suffered with nerves, but I brought that into my coaching. That it's extremely important for me to talk to my fighters leading up to it and get inside their head and make them believe that they're invincible and they can do anything, which I believe they can on the day when they're prepared to the fullest. But it's important for to get into their head and just build them up. And I think even with Gabriel and his first national title, I was quoting some quotes leading up. I was whispering in his ear, and he was looking into my eyes. But we have a good relationship, and boxer and coach and friends, and
And obviously, I'm guessing when the time is, when to have fun and have a laugh, and then when it's time to put in the work.
We're professionals at the end of the day. I've invested a huge amount of time into him, and like I have with my fighters, and he's done the same. So all I ask for is honesty with my boxers and coaches and stuff like that. That's a huge amount of it. Huge part of it, should I say, is honesty.
And the next part of the journey, obviously, in a few weeks' time, Gabriel goes off to Russia. Are you involved in that in any way?
No, I'm not on the squad. He's going in 2 weeks' time to Vladikavkaz in Russia for the European Under-22 Championships. He wanted to do that one. I was debating really will I put him into the Under-22 national Under-22s, but he said that he wanted to do it. He feels that he's some redemption, from last year, getting beat on a split decision in the quarterfinals to the eventual silver medalist, which on his day he knew he would have beaten him. But as I said, I suppose it's a redemption for him. He wants to go back and he wants to prove to himself, and he wants to see what happens at the European Under-22s, and from there then we'll get his schedule for the rest of the year.
The other thing I wanted to ask you is, because everybody obviously is gearing up for 2020 Olympics, has it been decided that yes, the boxing is actually going to be in the 2020 games, or?
I'm not really sure. I haven't heard exactly what's what, but I'm confident it will be. You can't not have an Olympic Games without boxing, especially amateur boxing. It's the biggest pull for me in the Olympic Games, that and athletics. It has to be there. I think it will be. I'd be confident. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't.
And I guess that you guys are just preparing as if it's going ahead.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, we've been preparing for this Olympic cycle since last year, or even the year before. Like, we knew it was going to be Tokyo. Like what he's done tonight, he's opened up so many doors for himself, and it's important that he keeps a level head and he keeps his feet firmly on the ground and holds on to his place in the national high performance. And the sky's the limit, and all those possibilities and doors have been open, and that's starting with the European Games, followed by the World Championships September, I believe, in Russia, and that's an Olympic qualifier. So by the end of the year, possibly he could be qualified for Tokyo.
What would be really great, because I understand he still hasn't got any funding.
No, he's not. He hasn't got any funding yet. This is his first elite championships, and I suppose they'll review that come January. But no, he's not funded, and sponsorship or anything like that. He's doing bits and pieces, and they'll review it come January, and fingers crossed he gets some funding.
You've done a really fantastic job. I mean, not only with Gabriel, I mean, I've seen quite a few of your boxers, Mike, and you're really doing great things. Fantastic to see the coach full of the boys today. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Finally, I get to interview you after all this time. Yeah, no, it just kept missing out, and I suppose busy and things like that. It's just one of those things, isn't it? One of those things, yeah. But thank you very much for giving us your time. Always a pleasure, and keep doing what you're doing. Anytime, Jackie. Thank you. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber of Shadowboxruk UK, we'd love to see you, so please go ahead and subscribe now.